I'm Delta Work, and this is Very Scary Delta. Bailey Sarian's on the show today, and we talk about a gay ghost, the lip combo, and the city of Hemet. But first, do you want to see me go off? Because I think you want to see me go golf.
Oh.
Mom!
I've been waiting for you. Do you rub balls like me? Magical, mystical balls. Are you ready for a reading from me? I'll fry your fish and mine. The 5 of Burlington, you'll buy a nice coat. The 10 of Subway, footlong down your throat.
Wait, what's going on? What are you doing? Is this a spell?
With the 20 of Jack and the 30 of Dell, you'll eat like a creature on your way to hell. Dinner salads and saccharin, hordes of fat cats. Call in the district manager wherever they're at. Dolls and daddies, babies in quandary. Let there be complaints and corporate apologies fondly. And those who are very, wherever you dwell, pick your hill and I'll stand with you and yell. It's Very Scary Delta!
I'm the Black Dahlia, and this is Very Scary Delta, a luxury public access podcast and talk show where I look gorgeous, speak extemporaneously, and invite fascinating people to sit on the couch and get very scary Delta. Very Scary Delta is for the woman who's all dressed up with nowhere to go. But first, let's get into some things that are very scary Delta.
Go off, Delta!
What is golf? Why is golf a thing? I don't think golf is a sport. I mean, I'm not a sport aficionado, obviously, but I feel like it's a hobby. How can you tell me that there's like 18 holes or whatever, and you're here, and you finish all the way at the end of the golf course, and you're going to know where the ball is going to land every time? That's a guesstimate. At least the first 9 holes have to be a guesstimate. Like, let me just get it over there. Like, why can't you just start, I don't know, on the third to last hole? Why do you start so far ahead? Couldn't you just throw the ball? Because you're just guessing anyway. You just get it, and you're like, okay, it's gonna be over there. There's no way you're gonna swing and then it's gonna hit right in that area. You just go, there it goes. All right, let's walk over there. How do you become better at golf if you're just going, it's over there? And then you walk all the way over there and you go, okay, we're at the next one. We got to get it somewhere over there. And then you walk all the way over to the other one. Okay, we narrowed it down. We're getting a little bit closer. It's going to be, but you see people like touching the wind and kneeling down, engaging it. And they're like, you're not a sharpshooter. You're hitting a ball with a stick. If you're playing baseball, you can see it. Everything is in one diamond. You can see everything that's happening. If you're playing football, it either goes over there or it goes over there. If you're on this team or that team, like it's that. But I don't know. Like I feel like I could play golf. I could play my own type of golf with a makeup compact and a hairbrush. And I could just hit it on the ground and see which trash can it falls in. Isn't that the same theory? Is pickleball kind of like golf and tennis together? Or is that different? What is pickleball? Why are people playing pickleball? I've never even seen pickleball. I don't even know what goes into pickleball. But when I hear people talk about pickleball, I always think it's probably people who are like, I'm just having a reason to go do something and then have a Chardonnay after. That's what pickleball gives me. Pickleball gives me, I feel like at least it admits what golf doesn't want to admit. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like pickleball is like, no, we're just going, not even to create community, but probably just to commiserate, to talk shit, and then let's go have a drink afterwards. But golf are like, well, I really want to have a pot belly, but call myself an athlete. I really want to do the minimum, but be like, I'm super athletic. And this is not to say you can't be athletic and have a pot belly or whatever. I'm nobody's personal trainer, so I'm not shaming anybody for any type of body. But what I'm saying is, call it what it is. It's a hobby and you like it. The hardest part of that sport hobby is ordering an Arnold Palmer. And Arnold Palmer is so good. I love an Arnold. That's the best thing that's ever come out of the golf industry or community is an Arnold Palmer drink. Half iced tea, half lemonade. So good. An Arnold Palmer. But sometimes it's hard to say because you'll be at a restaurant. You're like, can I get an Arnold Palmer? Can I get an Arnold Palmer? I've seen people do that. Can I get an Arnold Palmer? See, I'm somebody who stumbles over my words a lot because I have a lot to say. Even though I don't say much, I just have a lot of words to try to get out. And I'll stumble over it. Hello. May I please have an Arnold Palmer? If I was a golfer, I would want my caddy to be catty. You know what I'm saying? I would want like my caddy to be like a cheerleader who is also somebody who knows what I want to drink, who is somebody who also knows that nobody else gets in that golf cart. I don't want a bunch of people in the golf cart. And I want my caddy to know we're laying down the law. We operate a certain way. The rest of you can walk. We're going this way. I want it to be like my homegirl. I want it to be like somebody who knows and keeps their eyes on everyone and everything. How many pars is a hole? Like, I don't know. I thought par, like when they say par 4, I thought that was like parkour. Like, that's not the same thing. Parkour, hardcore. How many holes? If my hole had a certain amount of pars, that would be like, how many tries do you get, right? And we're not talking about 1 minute, man. I don't want that. I want it to work. You know what I mean? I want you to get it in there and I want to have a good time. So I do want you to, I don't want you to just slide that ball in. I want you to work it in. I want to see it coming. You know what I mean? I want to feel the whole experience. And I feel like as you're doing that, like that's the skill. The skill is not throwing it like a hot dog down a hallway, because that's what golf is for the most part. You're just, but once you get closer, that's when you really start working it. That's when we really start feeling it. That's when we really start understanding your trajectory. How do you work that hole, right? Because the hole is small. And the ball is just big enough to fit in there. So you have to really be able to slide that shit in there. And I want to feel it. You know what I mean? If somebody got their 1 in my hole, it would be like, it would feel like that. It would be like, I'm Goonin, hole in one. Do you want to see me take a break? Because I think you want to see me take a break. You know today's guest from her hit YouTube series, Murder, Mystery, and Makeup. It's the one and only Bailey Sarian. Hi.
Hi.
I'm so excited you're here.
I am so excited to be here. I've been watching you since forever, since you started.
Yeah.
Again, I mentioned your Diet Coke episode, your taste testing.
So ridiculous.
It was iconic because if you're a Diet Coke lover, you can tell the difference.
You can.
You really can. Mm-hmm. Especially if it comes in a plastic cup versus a paper cup versus the can.
Do you have a preference?
I like a can.
Okay.
What about you?
Well, I do like a can if it's ice cold.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be cold. And once it starts to get like not that cold, it tastes weird to me. I used to not like these little cans, but I tell you what, I like them because I can get to the bottom of it and it still stays cold.
Yeah.
Right? So if you have like a full can and you're not paying attention to it, then you get like here and then I'm like, now I need ice.
Yes. I used to have just, instead of coffee in the morning, I would just have a Coke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've woken up to that before.
Yeah. It's the same thing. It has a lot of sugar. It would give me energy. It would
Mhm.
wake me up. I loved it.
How do you dress your coffee when you have coffee?
It's 90% creamer
Okay.
and then the rest is coffee.
Are you a seasonal creamer person, like the pumpkin spice?
I do like the peppermint mocha.
Mm-hmm.
I love a peppermint mocha. The pumpkin spice, I'm not really that into it.
Mm-hmm.
It's never right.
It's just not your thing.
No, it's not for me.
Are you a trick-or-treat person when you were a kid? Did you go trick-or-treating?
We weren't allowed. It was the devil's holiday.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so we weren't allowed to do that. Instead, we'd go to church. So I missed out.
Mm-hmm.
It was a bummer.
Well, you could go now. People would think you were a child if you went now.
I mean, what's the max age limit? Like, can we just go?
I think you can. I mean, I think there should be adult trick-or-treating for sure.
Yeah.
But I think when you look super young, I think you could get away with it.
Do you think I look
yeah.
super young?
Oh my gosh, come on. You know so.
Oh my God, thanks.
You have to know so. And you could, especially if you throw like a little costume on, like strawberry shortcake or something
Okay.
cute, like people wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah, I guess a child covered in tattoos.
Well, I could go with you and they could say, oh, well, look at the mother. Whoa. The reason this little child has all these tattoos, look at the mother. And so you would be off the hook because they would be stuck looking at me like, look what she allowed.
I know I would like to live that little fantasy of trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of candy do you like?
Almond Joy.
Okay, that's my first pick.
Yes.
And I tell people that and they're like, oh, really?
They're like, ew, why?
Why wouldn't it be Almond Joy? That
the
is
best.
elite.
Now, how do you eat it?
Well, I eat around. Do you do that too?
Yep. And I do the coconut first.
Coconut first.
Let that melt in my mouth.
Mhm.
And then I get to the almond.
Right. That's the best way to do it.
Mhm.
And I feel like there's no space really for Mounds because Mounds is missing the almond.
I don't know who she is.
I don't know her.
No. And like it's just missing something.
It's missing something.
Yeah. So I just feel like it's there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe for someone.
Yeah.
I don't know who. But I love an Almond Joy. And then next would be Reese's.
We're the same person.
Yeah.
I like it. That's exactly what I would go for.
Yeah.
I'm normally not like a soury person, although it's fun sometimes.
There's a limit because then your tongue goes numb and you have to pay the consequences of like, my tongue is like, it hurts. My mouth kind of hurts if you have too
Mhm.
much. Do you like licorice?
I like red vines and I like Twizzlers, but I'm not the biggest fan of black licorice.
Okay.
Do you love black licorice?
I don't like licorice.
At all.
No. I don't get it. If I get licorice, I don't know what to do with it.
Not even the red?
No.
Really?
I don't understand the flavor.
Here's what you can do. You bite a hole at each end and then you put it inside of your soda and use it as a straw.
But
And then it gets
then
really hard and breaks your teeth.
But then you get that licorice taste.
don't
with
like it.
I just don't know what it is.
This is why I love you.
Okay.
For many reasons. But one of the reasons is I love somebody who knows particularly what it is that they like to eat and what they don't like to eat.
Yeah.
And some people in conversation will go, oh, I don't mind. No. Bailey Sarian does not like licorice. And I note that in my mind. And if we were ever together and somebody said, oh, what kind of candy? I would say, I know that she does not like licorice. So please do not purchase that.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with knowing what you like.
No, I totally agree.
Let me ask you this. What is scary to you? Because you really have delved into and brought to so many people, not just true crime, paranormal things, unsolved things. So many people are obsessed with those realms. And you speak to them and we get to hear that. But you also created a space where people feel safe because when you talk about makeup, it brings them a calm. So we feel like we are in your room with you. Like we're just hanging out and you're like, hey, let's do our makeup together. Let's just talk about it. So you feel a little bit protected. Now, if I'm at home by myself, I'm scared because I'm like, who's looking through the window? What's happening? But what's scary to you?
Ooh. Roller coasters.
Okay.
Scary.
Yeah.
I don't like the crazy ones. But when it comes to like people, I don't know. With true crime, I feel like what brought me to it or makes me interested in it is like me trying to understand humans. I'm curious about the why of it all.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like when you understand the why, it makes it less scary.
Okay.
So a lot of people think like, oh, you live alone. Like, aren't you scared? And I'm like, no, I have like, a shovel. I got a gun. Like, I'll be good. Like,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
like I'm not. So I don't know. Like, I'm not really afraid of much. I'm afraid like scary movies scare me, and roller coasters.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what scares me.
Are there any movies that you can recall that are like, that movie is always really scary or eerie to me?
Remember when Paranormal Activity came out?
Yeah.
That one kind of spooked me.
Okay.
Anything with ghosts and demons kind of freaks me out because it's like, is it real?
Because it could be.
It could be. Why not?
And
I don't know.
you've experienced that.
Yeah, I've had some ghosts in my apartments.
How did you deal with that?
I tried to be nice. I talked to the ghost. So I just felt like something was in the house. I'm very sensitive. And like, I feel like I hate to be this person. Like, I can pick up energy. But like, when I walked into this apartment, it was all I could afford at the time. So I was like, I'll take it. But instantly, when you walk in, it was just this feeling of dread and darkness. And there was something about the closet specifically that freaked me out.
Oh, that's so funny that you say that.
Why?
Well, not long ago, a couple of years ago, we were moving and we were looking at different houses. And I thought, well, this one's really nice. And this seems like we could probably afford this. And I thought, you weigh your balances. Like you said, if it's within your wheelhouse and financially, you're going to take what you can take. And I remember thinking, there's something extra creepy about these closets. I don't know what it is. I can see everything in there.
Yeah.
There's nothing hidden, but something about it just is unnerving. And I don't know if something was in there and I'm not necessarily sensitive to anything. I tell people all the time, I'm obsessed with paranormal things. I love watching, and maybe obsessed is not the right word, just intrigued. But I don't have any experiences. So I can't bring any to the table.
Yeah.
I fully believe that it's possible, if not probable.
Why not?
I just don't know. The reason I was asking too about your experience is because as a drag queen and somebody who creates mixes for like performances with dialogue in them, I created this mix a couple years ago that is Daphne from Scooby-Doo. But I needed to put Daphne in a situation where she was telling a story to people. So she's walking into the house and she goes, I believe there's a ghost in my house. And I pulled like some Bailey Sarian talking to introduce my number.
Really?
And so whenever, like at Halloween, when I do drag shows, your dialogue comes through this. And I probably shouldn't be telling you this because now you're going to be like, bitch, you'll be getting an invoice.
No, shut up.
but
now I want to see.
I'll have to show it to you sometime. Yeah. But it's like one of my favorite things. But I remember not only was I using it, I was like, this is this person's real experience.
It was scary.
Yeah.
It was like, again, something dark in the closet. I would lay, and the closet was like facing my bed. So I would lay in bed and I was honestly terrified to just even look at the closet. There was just something I felt like was there and just watching me. And I've never really, like, I'm a believer in ghosts. Sure. Why not? Like, until it happens to you, you're like, oh, okay, this might be actually like real, like I like ghost stories and whatnot. And then it happens to you and you're like, oh, I get it. And then if you tell people, they're not going to believe you because they weren't there and they're not feeling what you're feeling.
Sure.
So then I just, whenever I was home alone, I would talk to the ghost like, hey, hope you're having a good day. I'm leaving this I left a lipstick out for the ghost. I was like, I'm going to leave you this lipstick because I had a feeling it was like a woman for some reason. So I left this lipstick on like the table. I was like, I'm just going to leave this for you.
Oh.
And then when I came back, the lipstick was on the floor, but I was like, oh, you didn't like the lipstick? Was it the wrong color? Like,
what color was it? Do you remember?
It was, you remember when Urban Decay did a collab with, what's her name? The blonde one. Love her, but she kind of went off a little bit. Gwen Stefani. So it was like her red shade lipstick. And so I left it. And I thought maybe that was too bold for the ghost.
Something different.
Maybe they were like more of a neutral, a nude. So they seem to be upset by that because following that, that's when like I was walking down my little hallway and a picture frame just fell over onto the ground and shattered. And there's no windows around.
Okay.
Okay. This is a narrow little hallway. And I had a sad little IKEA bookshelf with my little picture frame, and it just fell and it shattered. And I was like, did I make it mad?
Right.
So then I just felt like things were getting darker. I would come home and it was just like something was really, really dark. So I actually found these like psychic mediums to come out,
Mhm.
ghost hunter ladies to come out. And they asked me to leave. And they walked around my whole place. And they said that a man actually he hanged himself in the
Oh.
closet, and he killed himself because he was gay. He came out to his parents and they rejected him. And that the lipstick most likely pissed him off because it was something like he wanted, or something he couldn't have
Mm.
because he wasn't accepted by his parents.
Mhm.
So I was like, okay, interesting story. So I do some research. And I find out like this man a man did kill himself in the house, in the closet. I don't know the backstory, but I was like, oh shit.
That's scary.
I know. I was like, okay. They told me whatever it is in the closet. It's dark and it's angry, and the spirit would walk out of the closet and go into the bathroom. And I never used this bathroom because, again, it was just, there was something off about it.
Mhm.
I would always use like the downstairs bathroom. So I don't know.
I wonder how long ago that happened prior to you
It
being
was
there.
in the 40s.
Oh, so it's been a very long time.
Yeah.
Are you still in that same spot?
No.
No, this is a long time ago.
No, this was when I first moved to LA, and I had a bad credit. I could not get an apartment, and this lovely woman was like, "It's okay, you can stay here." And so I just accepted it. It was
She
a
knew
place.
the ghost was there.
I don't think she knew.
No.
No.
Well, I tell you what, they say sometimes those spirits, they linger with you and they'll follow you places.
Yeah.
So guess what, ghost? If you're here, I've got a tube of lipstick right here. This is the color Blue Blood with from MAC when Padma Lakshmi had her collection. And if you knock this fucking thing over, I swear to God, you homosexual, we're gonna have a problem. You understand me? This is a gift.
It was a gift. It was a kind gift. But again, maybe it just wasn't the correct shade.
Yep. Let's take a break. We are back with Bailey Sarian. So I want to just ask you about this, just because you do deal with true crime and you also deal obviously with paranormal content and sharing these stories, but you were also raised in a religious background. Was it difficult when you were coming up, like, to strike that balance? Do you refer back to that at all?
I don't know. Sometimes, okay, I think about Precious Moments a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Are you familiar?
Yeah, the little dolls.
Yep. Okay, first of all, I'm like, what was that about?
Yeah.
Who was pushing that? And why was that such a thing?
Mm-hmm.
It was like you were not a Christian if you didn't have Precious Moments.
Yep.
But also, looking back, I feel like when I got into my teenage years, I realized like the church I was attending, there was a lot of pressure on just the women, and like, don't have sex, don't dress a certain way. And it was always on us
Mm-hmm.
and not the men. And it was like, what about them?
Mm-hmm.
And like those were always like the sermons. And it was like, why is it about me and like not having sex? And I just had a lot of questions, and a lot of the church people didn't like the questions. It was kind of like, this is just the way it is.
Right.
And this is what the Bible says, point blank, period. And it's like, yeah, but the Bible also says a lot of wild shit. You know, like, why are we picking and choosing?
To this day.
Yeah. And then you grow up and you see like your own family members not following the rules that they're preaching people in church having affairs. The pastor was having an affair. Certain church women were so gossipy, which I kind of loved. But at the same time, it was like, again, just they weren't practicing what they were preaching. And I just felt like it was all a lie and it was just nasty. And I'm like, okay, I think what I'm taking away from this is like just to be a good person, we're all just trying our best in life to accept everyone, love everyone, and to just try your best.
Right.
And like, that's what I kind of like carry with me now and throughout. But being raised like that was not, I don't want to say it was bad because it gives you an outline to like be a good person, but it wasn't great. Everyone was such a hypocrite.
Well, I think what you're hitting on is really important because there are a lot of people that, whether they're adults now or they're kids that are listening to this, they can realize that there is really something in saying to people, you know, we hear people go, well, I see things this way because this is how I was raised. However, by acknowledging that, that's saying that you are raised and you can now change your opinion or you can do something else. And so they can see that in an example from you. And even though there will, of course, be religious people that go, well, it's not that simple. You know, you have to abide by these rules. But do we have to abide by those rules? Because we get to see life the way we are. So it's your life and you are allowed to see things the way that you are. And you're allowed to say, listen, you're really shitting on women.
There's so much hate. There's so much hate. It's all about love thy neighbor. Where?
Right.
What neighbor?
Right.
Because you are not accepting of anyone. And it's just like none of it made sense. Once I started growing up, I'm like, none of this is making sense.
And this pressure to say like, well, you know, you're only a whole woman if you've had a child and you need to bring children into this world and you need to do that. Well, if you agree and you believe that women are the fruitful ones and all these things, then why are you being so cruel to women?
I know. You come second to the man. You need to like, I feel like right now everyone is kind of, not everyone, but my TikTok algorithm is all about like trad wives for some odd reason. And it's just like, you know, serving your man, making sure you look good. So when your man comes home, you know, dinner's ready, you baked bread, taking care of the kids, popping out kids like crazy. And like, if that makes you happy, I'm happy for you. But like, you don't have to do that. Not everyone has to do that.
Right.
You know? And it's like, shut up. At the end of the day, when we die, like no one really knows what's happening. No one really knows what the truth is.
Right.
You know, like every religion believes that their religion is the correct one, but nobody really knows. No one.
Gwen Stefani knows.
Gwen Stefani, I don't know what she's doing. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
She was so cool.
God, oh my, she was so cool. Oh my gosh. Like growing up, like Gwen Stefani was like, I want to be like Gwen Stefani. She's just so cool. And then she came out with that ad for that Bible app or
Trad
whatever.
wife.
Yeah, it was bizarre.
Yeah.
But she looks good.
She does look good.
I'm like, drop the doctor's like ad, you know?
Do people put in your comments, drop the lip combo? Do people, you ever get, they say that?
Yeah. And sometimes like, I don't know.
You don't know what the lip combo is?
No, because sometimes it'll be like this liner and then this lipstick and then I dab and I do another lipstick and then I'll do another liner until I feel like I get what I want. So it's like, okay, it's like 8 different products that I kind of messed around with until I got something I liked.
Have you ever been somewhere and you were like, oh my gosh, I don't have makeup or I've run out of a product and you had to like go to Dollar Tree?
I mean, I've definitely bought makeup from Dollar Tree. I've gotten like they had good eyelash glue that I loved. I think it was super glue.
Super glue?
Well, that was like, I think they were calling it like eyelash glue, but it was good. So I would get eyelash glue. I would get mascara. I've gotten blush from Dollar Tree. Or is it Dollar General? One of them. One of the dollars.
Either or both.
Yeah. Don't you feel like drugstore makeup, though, is getting really pricey?
It sure is getting very pricey.
Because I went and I got some Maybelline stuff and these prices.
Yeah.
I was like, excuse me?
Yeah.
It was like $30 for, it was $25 for a pressed powder.
That's a lot of money.
It was a good powder though.
And it's by Maybelline?
Maybelline. It's
Mm.
so good. Oh my God. Because MAC, the Studio Fix powder, they reformulated.
Right.
Trash.
You don't like it?
Trash. They ruined it. I was loyal to Studio Fix, the powder,
Mm-hmm.
and they completely ruined it. The formula is awful.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been in search for a new pressed powder, and the Maybelline one, good.
I've been wanting to try makeup one of these days, and so maybe I'll write that down.
Yeah, you should try it.
Trying out makeup. I might even do false eyelashes one time.
Oh.
That sounds like fun. I'm going to get super glue, put it in
I
my
wouldn't do
eyes.
super glue. I don't want any lawsuits. Don't do that. Back in high school, though, I used to do Sharpie for eyeliner.
Okay.
I did that for a while, and then I realized the Sharpie would turn green,
Mm-hmm.
and you couldn't get it off.
Well, that's because it's the devil.
Oh,
Yeah, and Jesus knew that you weren't supposed to be doing that.
I know. I got
Uh-huh.
punished.
Let me ask you this. Who do you think killed the Black Dahlia?
The doctor.
I think so too.
What's his name? Dr. H something.
Well, I forget his name, but I know that his home is still here.
Yeah, have you
No.
ever driven by it?
No, but I want to.
It's so creepy looking.
Is it?
It was for sale not long ago, and I was like, I should buy it. Not, I didn't have the money. It was like millions of
But I
dollars.
should still buy it.
But I should buy it. I was like, I can figure it out. I don't know. I could sell some feet pictures.
Yeah. Do you sell feet pictures sometimes?
No, I kind of think I should, because people like my carpet grippers.
Uh-huh.
They find them quite nice.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe if I could just get in and do that, I could get this house.
Yeah.
But I think the doctor did it.
I think so too.
Mhm.
There's so much lore, especially like in Southern California. And I think maybe some of it has to do with how many people come here because of entertainment,
Mhm.
and they get caught up in so many different things. Or, I've always loved the sort of, I don't know, how do I phrase this? I guess I've always romanticized who the Black Dahlia was, even though obviously there's not films that she was in. Just an up and coming starlet, somebody interested in it. But there's also other crimes that have always interested me. Lizzie Borden.
You love Lizzie Borden.
I love Lizzie
Did you hear
Borden.
they're doing a show?
I did. And part of me was like, well, I know that you like to throw in drag queens every now and then. And I also know that you're probably going to need some period wigs from that time. And I know my way around a comb. So
Well,
yeah,
you could
I
be
know.
Lizzie.
I'm obsessed. What's that?
You could be Lizzie.
I could be Lizzie. I could be Leslie.
What do you think about like Black Dahlia and like Lizzie Borden? Like, what interests you? So like, why are you so drawn to those stories?
Well, with Lizzie Borden, I think for sure I've always been interested in sort of that turn of the century Victorian time.
Mm.
So all of that's always been interesting to me, sort of again, a romanticized version of it, because all I know is what I've read in books or what I've seen in film. So that's interesting to me. But also, as somebody who only does drag, I would never know the woman's experience. I only know what I see. And I'm always inspired by every type of woman. Like, how does she walk? How does she speak? How does she respond? And I find myself, again, as a gay person, somebody who sees this sort of side of like, wow, like the women who inspire me, the people who have allowed me to do what it is that I do are just getting shit on and misrepresented in so many ways.
Mm.
And so even like Elizabeth Short, so many people say the Black Dahlia, and it's like, she has a name. Her
That's
name
so
is Elizabeth
true.
Short. She's
Yeah.
not the Black Dahlia. She was never in a movie. She never got to do all of that stuff was cut short. And so much of even what we see in the books about her, like, so much of it is misrepresented because people are afraid of the sexual overtones of what was done to her.
Mm.
Because then again, you're then speaking about this woman in this body. And it's like, well, let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that. No, let's
Yeah.
talk about it. Like, that was done to her.
And the way she was found, like, how did she even get there?
The person who found her said they thought that it was a mannequin laying.
Yeah.
I don't know that you thought that was a mannequin.
Really?
I don't know. Would you think so? Like, all
Yeah.
dismembered? Well, I guess the
Like
pieces
from
come apart.
afar, I'd be like, that's probably a mannequin.
I guess your first assumption is Not that you're going to see a dead body laying there. So I guess that does make sense. Okay, that makes sense.
If I see like stuff, it's not like dead body. It's like, oh, it's garbage or something.
Well, now we might think that because like.
I assume dead bodies. Whenever I like go somewhere and there's a lot of trees, foresty area, I'm like, there are dead bodies in there for sure.
Yeah.
And again, my curiosity comes back to trying to understand humans and like what drives someone to kill. And I think it's something that I feel like we don't talk about enough are these signs that people are showing before becoming like a serial killer. There's always signs, there's always patterns. And it's like, if you could spot those, like if you're a parent and you're raising a kid and your kid is like setting things on fire, killing animals, being aggressive with others, attacking other kids, being a peeping Tom. Like there's a whole list of, things that are unusual.
Sure.
And I feel like that's something I wish more people would talk about is like, how can we prevent? Instead, it's like we live in a place where we don't care about prevention. It's like we only care once the murder's done. And then they get locked up forever. But it's like, how can we actually like address the issues and hopefully find a solution or help for these people?
Well, especially in this country, it's like such a place where if we can't put our finger on it immediately and say, oh, this is the answer, here's the pill, go away. Like if we can't do that, it's considered almost like folk medicine. Like, well, how do you know this person has this condition or that condition? We don't know. That's why we go to experts to learn these things and to study these things.
Especially if you're a kid, like you might be struggling with some kind of mental disorder, something, an illness. But like if you go to a regular doctor, you need like proper help and like a proper setting.
Right.
But again, like that costs a lot of money and you can go through, social services and whatnot, but you're on this waiting list to get help. And it's like, okay, my kid is like setting shit on fire right now and like being aggressive with me now. Like, what do I do? And the blame always gets put on the parent. You're not a good parent. You need to discipline them better. You need to watch them better. You need to be home more. I got bills to pay.
Right.
What do you reckon? Like, it's like, can we get some help here? Can we get some kind of system for people to like properly help troubled kids and teens?
We need, as a country, help.
Totally.
We need help. And there's no shame in people having stress mentally, emotionally. There's so much power in saying to somebody, I need help. I'm depressed. My child needs help. We don't know what to do. There's power in that. Once you can admit that, I would venture to say a huge chunk of that is already going to start solving itself because you've been resolved. Now, the next problem is who's going to come help?
Who's going to help?
Just as you said, now you're on a list. Well, how long is the list going to be?
Like 6 months, and you'll have one therapy session.
Right.
And it's like, what's that going to do?
Right.
What is that really going to do?
And, even on a smaller scale, like, I don't know if you experienced this in school, but I always think there's a phrase like, we use now when people say, don't come for me, don't come for me. But there's also another phrase in my mind, which is, but don't send for me. So like when people bully other people and then they say like, well, that kid beat me up. But why? Well, what happened? What happened in here? Because if somebody's defending themselves in a situation that they said over and over to a teacher or someone else, I need your help. They're doing this to me over. Oh, well, just grow a thicker skin. Yeah. It's not that big of a deal. It is a big deal because then it's going to escalate into something else. There's no de-escalation. There's no calming things. And these kids, they get pent up, they get depressed, and then they take it out in some way. And I'm telling you, and I know that you know this too, but I'm telling this camera, they show up with guns.
Oh my gosh.
They show up with guns and they show up with threats and they show up with knives and they show up doing all these horrible things. And we are where we are when it could have been resolved. It could have been resolved by going to these parents and saying, we have resources. The resources are here. We've got them everywhere. They have to come down. These true crimes don't always have to happen.
Oh my gosh, so many of them could have been prevented.
Yeah.
You know, it's like if this person would have gotten proper help. Like this person is obviously mentally unwell,
Right.
but there's nowhere for them to go. So they're just out on the street,
Yep.
raping people,
Yep.
killing people. It's like, where were they supposed to go? When I do my murder mystery makeup videos, I love to give a backstory because I'm trying to tell the audience, like, look, it's not about this one event. It's about the leading up. Like, this is how it got to that event. And I think that's just really important and like
Sure.
very telling of like when you can understand it and you can see it, then hopefully you can prevent it, stop
Mhm.
it, you can recognize it, and hopefully like find some kind of help. But then that's where I get stuck personally because I'm like, where do you point? Like, where's the help? I don't know.
Mhm.
And it's like on the laundry list of things to do in America, it's like not really high priority to get people help.
Right.
So I don't know. But true crime, what interests me about it is again that is the why of it all, and not
Mhm.
so much like the gruesome details.
Sure.
It's the how and the why, just the why.
Mhm.
And I'm always looking for that answer.
Well, what about the where? Let me ask you this. Where in Southern California would you hide a body?
Somewhere with a lot of trees.
What about in the desert? I feel like the desert is a place with so much mystery to it. You could
There's
hide
so
a body.
much
Like
desert.
Hemet, California.
Oh my God.
Imagine.
Oh, Hemet. What do you know about Hemet?
What do we not know about Hemet? What does Hemet know about Hemet?
Oh my gosh. Are you from the area?
Well, I mean, Southern California, born and raised, so like that area,
Where at?
I'm familiar with it. I have family out in that area ish.
I lived
Yeah.
in Menifee. I grew up there.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, so I was
Okay.
right next to Hemet.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would go
yeah.
to Hemet because they had God, it was before Joann's. It was like fabric. It was a fabric store, but I
Oh,
would go.
House of Fabrics?
Yes.
Yes. My cousin was a manager at House of Fabrics.
Really?
Yeah, for
And that was in
years.
Hemet.
Yep.
So we'd go to Hemet because my mom, she would sew. So we'd
Uh-huh.
go there, get our fabric. They had the cute little movie theater there.
Mhm.
And then it just kind of, maybe it's always been off the wall, but as a kid, I didn't remember it being that way.
Well, you know where you could go even further than Menifee or Hemet? You can push that body on down to the Salton Sea.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Spooky.
Yeah. I love the history that it was like supposed to be this luxury
Mhm.
resort.
I love that
I
shit.
love that. And same with Lake Elsinore.
Uh-huh.
It was supposed to be this luxury, like getaway for the Hollywood stars. And now like there's many bodies have been found in Lake Elsinore.
Yeah.
It's just trash.
Gross.
Yeah, a lot of junkies over there.
Which is sad. I mean, again, as much as like we were saying, like, we hate to see what things have become, and I'm like, oh, this is
sad.
gross. The reality is, it is sad because this is another situation where the resources are not available because people
know.
assume that when you fall into any sort of addiction, that you're somehow weaker or you were just being lazy or something.
You're disposable.
You're disposable, and it's so fucking
It's
sad. It's
sad.
not true.
No, because most people who are getting into drugs are they're sad, they're hurt people.
Yes.
And they're just looking for an escape. And drugs are accessible, cheap, it's easy, and very addictive. And it's just like once you try it, it could be game over for a lot of people.
Right.
I've watched a lot of friends go down that. I've had a lot of friends pass away from when fentanyl still is happening, but like fentanyl hit Menifee, Hemet, Lake Elsinore hard, and it was just sad.
And it's sad knowing, like, I mean, again, some people will call it conspiracy or whatever, but it's sad knowing that it's an industry.
Mm-hmm.
It's an industry where the people who could be helping this know that if they helped it, then they wouldn't have their industry anymore.
They wouldn't have their
They wouldn't have
business.
their coins. They wouldn't be able to ask, where do you golf and where do you play tennis and where does your family go for the winter? They wouldn't be able to do any of that because they need that. They need people to be dying.
They need to be dependent on their drugs, especially like opiates and all
Uh-huh.
that.
All of it. All of it.
All of it. I hate all of it.
Do you think because you have a shovel and a gun and brains and beauty, you could be the Dorothea Puente of Southern California?
I don't think I could actually. Well, I don't know. Stay tuned. Maybe you'll see me on the news and you can give an interview and be like, I saw it coming. I saw it coming.
See, I love that. I hate when people go, oh, and they were the life of the party.
I
Or,
know.
I had no idea. Bitch, you knew this was going to happen.
You knew.
Right.
I love some honesty of like,
Yeah.
I could see that.
And it's fine to say, no, I loved her to death, but yeah, she would have done that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's take a break. We are back with Bailey Sarian. You know, we were talking off camera about Asset, which is a company that has an ube wash to keep the biome of your anus and rectum healthy. And I was saying that I think it's mostly marketed towards gay men, of course, women, really anybody who has an anus. But I don't think it's marketed for straight men because there's a significant amount of straight men who think it's gay to wash their ass. Do you believe that's true?
In my personal experience, I have encountered some of these men when I was single and dating. When this was when like Tinder first came out, and I would go through Tinder, whatever. I went on a bunch of dates, and there was this man from like Escondido. Never forget him because he would refer to his mom as mother.
Oh,
He would tell me like, well, mother likes to get together on Sundays.
okay.
Mother only lets me come over, blah, blah, whatever. So I go to his place and his whole wall is decorated with antique dolls. And I was like, okay, we all have our thing. Good for you. And, you know, doing the thing. And I don't think he's ever showered. There was a funk. And that was just one experience. Okay, so there's some like cheese going on down there.
Oh, in front.
Oh, like.
And he wanted to spend time with you.
Oh, and I was like, did mother like never tell you to wash, like how to wash? I was very confused. So then I would go on different dates, and it was like a common thing where they didn't like, you know, you would shower together and they wouldn't touch their lower area to bathe with soap and water because it was gay and they weren't gay. And it was like, okay, but your balls are sweaty. They've been sitting like it's, you know how it is in the Inland Empire. It gets 112 degrees. I know you're sweating. Those balls are sticky. You most likely have like gone to the bathroom today, taking a shit, you know? Like, are you not, is it caked?
Right.
And there's a scent.
What is it like, would you say? The funk phenomenon.
Okay, so you know when you haven't washed your belly button in a while?
Oh, that's
And
a collection.
It's what is that? Cheesy.
It's an unhealthy biome, I think.
It's an unhealthy biome. And I don't know. And it was like these macho guys. Like I like a little macho, a man to like throw me around, whatever. But they just would not like wash themselves because it was gay.
And they wanted to present themselves to you.
Yeah. And as if I was just confused. I was confused. And this happened a handful of times where I had to excuse myself or make up a reason to get the fuck out of there. So I'd be like, oh, like I have to go, like, you know, just making up something to get the fuck out of there because like it was funky.
And is this mostly North San Diego County men or?
This was Inland Empire.
Inland Empire. Okay, so not just Escondido.
And I met one recently. I won't say who, but he was telling me that he doesn't use like a loofah, a washcloth or anything. And he just uses his hand to wash his body, but he doesn't really get into the crevices. And I said, why? And he said, I don't need to.
Oh.
I don't need to. He's like, what do I need to clean? Like, the water is cleaning me.
Well, then it's cleaning your chest also.
And I was
But you put
like,
soap there.
this is why you're single.
Yeah.
I don't get it. It's so sad to me that cleaning yourself is gay.
Right.
That's so sad. Oh my gosh. I just couldn't believe it. There's a lot of cheese I encountered when I was dating. I hope it's better now.
Right. I fear it's not.
Me too.
I fear it's not better.
Me too.
I think in the current climate, it's probably worse.
Me too.
Yeah.
And it's like, whenever summer comes around, I'm like, I know these men are stinky.
Mm-hmm.
You could just tell.
Did you ever just go for it anyway?
Well, sometimes I did.
Yeah.
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 I was already there.
It's hard out here for a bitch. You know? It really is.
I was there. It was the Inland Empire. The pickings were slim. Okay. Mother, he had antique dolls. I was in.
And sometimes, honestly, these dicks be big.
I like girth.
Mm-hmm.
I like a nice girth.
Yeah.
Too big, it can hurt my throat.
Mm-hmm.
But also if it was stinky, I would just do the tip.
Well, that's where the worst part of it is. So if you got there, then you could get the rest.
In there.
Oh, it was cooked, like you said.
In the where the balls and is in there.
Oh, you know what? That's from betwixt.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's not just from between. That's from betwixt.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought it was called smegma or something like that.
Oh well, that's the name. That's a buildup, I believe, of dead skin cells.
Yeah.
Right. Also, urine. There's blood in that. There's a lot.
I don't know why my mouth is watering though.
Right. Do you think that's a semi-soft cheese, or would you call that like a spreadable cheese?
Spreadable.
Yeah,
because it would jiggle. It wasn't solid.
Mm-hmm.
It had the Jello on a plate.
Mm-hmm.
It was
There's a rich saltiness to that, though.
Yeah, not this one though.
No.
So they're out there in the wild.
They are out there in the wild.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know how we get these men to change their mindset that it's not gay to wash yourself.
Right.
And they might benefit from it.
They would benefit from it.
Mm-hmm.
Gross.
Definitely. I mean, I would love to be down there if it's clean.
Right.
I
don't mind.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. This is the part of the show that we call Read Me Delta. People send in their letters. They have questions. They have queries. But before we do that, do you have any small fish that you want to fry? Is there anything that's just been on your nerves lately? It could be the tiniest thing. And if you want to exacerbate and make it the biggest deal in the world.
Sure. Bags of chips.
Uh-huh.
All air.
Air.
4 chips. I'm getting sick of it.
Yeah.
Okay. If I'm getting a bag of chips, I want a bag of chips.
Mm-hmm.
Don't put a bunch of air in it and then I'm just getting 10 chips.
Right.
I wanted some Cool Ranch Doritos the other day, so I was like, I'm going to get some Cool Ranch Doritos. Open it up, mainly air, chips, and then all the chips were crumbled. Like
dust.
Yes.
Like you have to pick them up like this.
Yeah, and then you're just licking your finger. I like a good, solid, laid on the tongue.
Uh-huh.
Get the flavors.
Oh my God. Do you hear this?
I love a little soak the chip for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then, enjoy.
Right.
But with the crumbs, you can't do that. It's just like the seasoning. And I feel like all these bags are just puffed up and I'm getting no chip. I'm very upset about this.
And Cool Ranch is...
I like a Cool Ranch.
You do?
I like a Cool Ranch.
I do too.
I like a Cool Ranch. I love hot Cheetos.
Yeah. Have you ever had the Miss Vicky's kettle chips?
I love Miss
So
Vicky's.
good.
The jalapeno.
I'd love for her to have a couple of new flavors mixed in there too. I don't know what they would be.
Like what?
I don't know. Maybe like an onion. Maybe like an onion, like those sweet Maui onion. Have you ever seen that brand?
I have,
Where I
yeah.
think they only have the one flavor.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'll buy them. And I know the bag's only like this and it's like $7.
Mhm.
Oh, well. We're buying it.
and you eat it in like one sitting.
We're buying it.
I eat, yeah. If I'm getting a bag of chips, I'm eating it all like right now.
Ooh, that sounds good. I want chips.
I love chips for dinner.
We haven't we don't have this is all candy. Okay, so we have letters. Let's see what our first letter is.
Read me Delta!
Oh gosh, this one's gonna be long. Greetings, Delta and esteemed guest. I have a poem that was inspired by adoration for Delta that I would like to share. Delta work. My bitch does the good twerk. Long wig, curl fronts, short skirts. One might call her cunty, but my girl keeps on the stunts. Honey, give me all your money. Diet Coke sips in between streams. These are the days that we live up to our dreams. Don't fuck with my queen. You think you'll waltz through. You don't have the lean. She don't touch the cough syrup. The races have begun. Where are my stirrups? Lift me up, don't tear me down, or I'll make your ass slip up like a clown. You'll find me unbothered, primping in my nightgown, touch up your frown lines. She's making stacks, and you're chasing dimes. Find me in a TJ Maxx. Don't screw with me. My rights are under attack. I'm scoping up what I can at the sales rack. Candles, mantles, rambles, more than your bitch ass can handle. Pink and green in my tantra. Glamour for the camera. Love all, Harry Mary. This is a letter. This is a poem. I love this poem. I love Find Me in a TJ Maxx. Don't screw with me. My rights are under attack. I'm scooping up what I can at the sales rack. I love this, Harry Mary. Do you write poetry?
No, but I wish I could. I love when people can write poetry. I feel like it's a maybe I don't know, but a lost art. You don't really see a lot of people writing poetry anymore.
You don't. Can you write in cursive?
Yes.
You can.
It's so funny you bring that up. Recently, I bought like a learn how to write in cursive book for, I think it's like elementary school. Just because I wanted to like get better at it. Because I love cursive.
I think it's beautiful.
When it's so beautiful. You read like old letters from back in the day and the loops. I love, especially my name, not to be full of myself, but there's so many loops.
Sure.
And I love it. There's just something about it.
Yeah. I used to do calligraphy a lot. That was my favorite thing. Yeah, I haven't done it in so long. I love this. All love, Harry Mary.
That's special.
I love that. I think we should frame that.
Poetry is not easy.
It's not easy.
So that is beautiful. That's special.
Dear Delta and fabulous guest, I started a new job in a small office last month. My office is very close to the one bathroom. I'm in an entry-level position with less than 15 people in the entire company. I'm perplexed as to what to do or do anything in general. My senior manager does not wash his hands after using the bathroom. How do I know this? Because my office is so close to the bathroom, I can hear everything. The toilet flushing, the lid closing, the water going. The water is never turned on after he uses the bathroom. The door swings violently open after every toilet flush. No running water, no sound of paper towel dispenser, just flush, door, no cleansing of the hands. What should I do? I just started this position. I'm in an entry level, but I'm genuinely grossed out. No, I'm not going to shake hands with him. And yes, I will continue to carry hand sanitizer with me. Do I address this at all times? What would you do? Thank you for the endless entertainment and laughs. Very best, very Kara. What would you do?
I would get one of those wall hand sanitizer things and just put it right outside of the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, hey, don't forget to sanitize your hands.
I think that's good.
And make it cute.
Yeah.
I've noticed, though, a lot of men don't wash their hands after they go to the bathroom. Is this I don't know why.
Well, I would imagine if they don't think that they should wash what they consider to be the most precious part of their body.
Their butt?
Yeah. Well, they're nuts.
That too. Yeah.
Because doesn't everybody like think like there's always like a thing about like the lore of men, like I grab my nuts or I've got the biggest dick or all of that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you treat it a lot more precious? Wouldn't you take care of it, protect it, trim it, clean it, put on fresh underwear?
You would think. But I just know a lot of guys who do not wash their hands after they go to the bathroom because they say they didn't like touch anything.
They had to have touched something.
right?
Yeah.
And like if you're not washing the area, that means you're getting the cheese on your hands, and now that's going to the paperwork and the handshakes.
Right.
So I would install a little hand sanitizer, right outside the bathroom.
How's it sound? Uh-huh.
And so they could just do that. Yeah. And then if I'm out, if my desk is like facing there, I'd be like, don't forget to sanitize your hands, and just make it like,
Cute.
yeah.
What kind of hand sanitizer do you like to keep with you?
Wet wipes.
Mm-hmm.
I like those.
Yeah.
Because the squeezy ones, I don't know, they're too wet.
And if you leave them in your car and you're like, oh, let me use that, and you go to use it, it's like
Yeah. Or
everywhere.
It leaks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I like a wipe, but I feel very wasteful.
They also
And
have
then
the spray ones.
I have the sprays, but
those.
I don't know if it's working.
Mm.
Like, is this just,
Well,
how do I know?
That could also be a wasteful thing too, because you're like, how much do I put on?
I coat.
Yeah. And then
I
your hands are
coat.
sopping wet.
Yeah. And then you go like this, trying to get it to dry. And then you're like, okay,
What are you going to do for Halloween this year? Anything in specific on Halloween?
I'm going to a wedding.
You are?
Yeah. It should be fun. I'm not sure because like there's no mention about like it being a Halloween theme.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think we're supposed to dress up.
Do you think
Should I dress up though? Because it's Halloween.
Well, I would think at the minimum, like, can the guests come in their most like romantic dark attire or something, which like at least gives you a place to go, oh, okay, I can handle that.
Yeah,
Like,
at least give a theme.
because you'd hate to show up as like, look at me, I'm a jailer.
Yeah.
I'm a sexy nun.
Yeah.
And everyone's like,
well, I really
oh.
want to be the whale in Free Willy.
okay.
So I would love to come like in that, my little Shamu outfit.
I say do it even without asking and see what happens.
I just don't want to ruin the photos because it's for like the brides and everything. It's always about the photos, and I don't want to be the random whale in the background.
Trust me, you don't. It is the worst feeling ever. Thank you for being here. This is so fun.
I love this.
I had a blast.
Me too.
What do you want people to see for the foreseeable future? Where do you want them to look at you, watch you, follow you?
Yeah. You can follow me on everywhere. Instagram, YouTube. What else is there? TikTok.
Well, Tinder, you were saying.
I'm not on Tinder anymore.
Not on Tinder anymore.
No. But
Hemet.
sometimes. Well, they close the fabric store. So
Mhm.
I don't even know what's in Hemet anymore.
Wait, you said your mom used to sew and get her fabric there. Were you like Little House on the Prairie clothes and stuff, or no?
She did make us cute outfits. I'll say
Okay.
they were cute.
Do you sew?
No, I'm trying though. I've been
Okay.
taking sewing classes, and I made a pillow and I made some pajamas.
Cute.
I know, but I would love to make little like tops and
Mm-hmm.
dresses. I just didn't realize how much like fractions come into play with sewing,
Right.
and fractions were always my weakness.
Right.
A fraction, I don't know what it is.
I don't like
can't-
math.
No, it's hard.
None of it.
It's like I need 8 yards and 3/4. I'm like, I don't know what that means. I don't know. What was the question? Oh, okay. You can find me on YouTube.
Mhm.
I have my series Murder Mystery Makeup and also Dark History, or wherever you listen to a podcast. You
I
can
love
find
it.
me there.
love it.
And I'm on all social platforms. Just, I don't know. I post
They know that.
sporadically. I kind of like got into a phase of like, fuck it, of like, I don't even know what to post anymore.
Do you post pictures of your lunch?
No.
No. Did you eat lunch before you came here?
I did.
What did you have for lunch?
It was chicken and the noodles, like chicken Alfredo type situation,
Mhm.
which there was like a big recall on,
I heard about this.
right? And I was like, oh shit, should I be worried?
You're probably going to die.
I hope.
And I'll cover it.
Will you?
Yeah.
I hope I go out. I would say in a dramatic way, but at the same time, I regret saying that as it left my mouth because I don't want to invite psychos.
Right.
You know, I'm going to die peacefully in my sleep
You will.
with listeria.
Tonight. You will.
Yeah.
I adore you. Thank you for being here. This is so fun.
No,
this is so
thank
great. Like,
you.
literally, it's my favorite when I get to have people that I just love, that I get to watch. And like, the fact that you would even say yes to coming here
Oh
is
my gosh.
amazing. And then the fact that you would just talk about whatever is amazing to me.
Oh, thank you.
love
I love you so much. So when I
Thank
saw
you.
the email come through, I was like, yes, I am coming. Win.
Oh, thank you. And she
Yeah.
doesn't go on everyone's podcast. So just so you
I
know,
don't.
this is a fucking flex.
It really is. I rarely leave my cave.
Today on Very Delta, we learned that the penis also needs to be washed. We'll see you next week. And until then, keep things very Delta. Very Delta is produced by Moguls of Media, aka Mom. Hosted by Delta Work. Produced and edited by Doug Robertson. Technical direction by Danielle Mitchell. With original theme music by Will Pitts. Media and design support by Stone Cold. And set design by Eris Sevilla. Executive produced by Alaska, Willem, Big Dipper, Camille Stennis, and Joe Cilio. Recorded at Forever Dog Productions. Marshmallow pumpkins. Oh no. Look how cute the face is. But then look at the real face. The government shut down pumpkins. Oh, everyone's face is so frightened in here. Happy Halloween.
Mom!
Watch Very Delta uncensored, ad-free, and a day early by subscribing to Mom Plus Gold. Sign up today at mompodcast.plus for premium content, including weekly episodes of more Very Delta.